Some people say that today's cars are boring. Certainly when one observes a traffic jam half full of medium-sized crossovers, we sometimes have to agree. This story is not, however, about crossovers, rather it's about the oddest, strangest and downright weirdest cars that have ever been made. Let's take a look. In 1909, Marcel Leyat, a Frenchman, aimed to construct an aircraft but faced financial constraints. Consequently, he shifted his focus to creating a wingless aircraft, giving rise to the Helica. Crafted from wood, this vehicle was lightweight and surprisingly effective, reaching speeds of up to 106 miles per hour. Despite generating significant interest after its debut at the 1921 Paris Motor Show, only 30 units were ever manufactured due to production complexities. Presently, it appears that only 4 Helicas have endured the test of time. While Fiat could lay claim to being the first mass producer of MPVs, America's Stout potentially beat them to it, even if their production numbers remained in the single digits. Yet, consider the impact it had when unveiled in 1932. Remarkably aerodynamic, it boasted a unibody aluminium chassis, and a rear-mounted Ford flathead V8 engine, providing ample space for 6 passengers. Despite being marketed as a mobile office, its steep price hindered its commercial success. Designed by John Jada, father of the renowned car designer Tom Jada, who originated the basic design of what would become the 1936 Lincoln Zephyr, this eccentric vehicle demands respect for its audacity. We have an array of peculiar cars in our collection, yet none quite match the visionary concept of the Dymaxion. In the early 1930s, American inventor Buckminster Fuller envisioned a groundbreaking vehicle that not only drove but eventually could fly. It was equipped with a rear-mounted Ford flathead V8 engine, front-wheel drive, and 3 wheels in total, with the single rear wheel being steerable. This design allowed for unique maneuvers, such as a 90-degree movement for rotation, but also posed challenges in speed control, leading to a fatal crash during early testing, which ended the flying aspect of the project. The concept proved too unconventional during the Great Depression, overshadowed by more immediate concerns like securing food. Interest waned, and only one of the 3 envisioned Dymaxions was completed. The Chrysler Turbine Car, a concept vehicle produced between 1963 and 1964, sported a distinctive bronze color and was designed and built by Ghia. Powered by a gas turbine engine, it had the versatility to run on various fuels such as diesel, unleaded gasoline, kerosene, and even tequila. When fully engaged, the engine delivered an impressive 130 bhp and 425 pounds-feet of torque, operating at an astonishing 60,000 revolutions per minute. Out of the 55 cars produced, 50 were distributed to the public for testing. However, many found the complex starting procedure puzzling and were underwhelmed by its sluggish acceleration, high fuel consumption, and loud operation. Chrysler determined that the technology held little promise for the future, leading them to recall and scrap most of the cars. 9 units have survived, with 2 still owned by the company and the majority residing in museums, including one at the Henry Ford in Dearborn, Michigan. Chris Van den Brink, the designer of the Carver, aimed to combine the comfort and weatherproof features of a car with the agility of a motorcycle. This led to a design where the main body could pivot like a motorcycle, while the rear, with two wheels, remained steady. To maintain the necessary narrowness for achieving 45-degree lean angles during cornering, the Carver adopted a tandem two-seat layout. It was powered by a 65 bhp 660cc four-cylinder engine capable of reaching speeds up to 120 miles per hour. Nissan has ventured into various unconventional methods to enhance the car, and the Land Glider was another endeavor in this quest. Featuring electric power, the Land Glider was promoted as a zero-emission city commuter vehicle, predating the Renault Z by a significant margin. In contrast to the French model, Nissan employed a tilting wheel design to replicate a motorcycle's leaning movement, a factor that hindered its chances of entering mass production. Lamborghini has produced several highly capable off-road trucks in the past, with the LM00 being the only one to enter production before the Urus debuted in 2017. The LM00 featured a distinctively angular body that concealed a powerful V12 engine, powering all four wheels, a departure from Land Rover's offerings during that era. While the concept of an off-road truck may seem unconventional for a sports car manufacturer, it's worth noting Lamborghini's history of initially manufacturing farm tractors. The LM00 could have been intended as a truck for the US Army, but the contract ultimately went to Hummer instead. To cater to a small peas promotion, Birdseye, a frozen food company, designed its pea car using a go-kart chassis. Powered by a Honda engine, this car could reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, which could be quite nerve-wracking considering its compact shape, low center of gravity, and tiny wheelbase. Introduced in 2005 and manufactured in London, the P car is among the more recent promotional vehicles. Fans of Volkswagen will notice the Beetle headlights, cleverly rotated 90 degrees to flow with the rounded bodywork, along with a campervan-style bonnet vent. The Tatra T77 from Czechoslovakia, though unusual looking by modern standards, must have appeared truly otherworldly when it debuted in 1934, marking one of the earliest cars designed with aerodynamics and focus. Equipped with a rear-mounted 3-liter V8 engine initially producing 60 horsepower, its power was later increased to 75 horsepower. Drawing heavily from aircraft technology, which was cutting edge at the time, the T77 would go on to significantly influence the design of the Volkswagen Type 1 Beetle. Despite the Volkswagen Beetle's massive success with 21.5 million units sold, the T77 struggled with just 106 sales from 1934 to 1936 due to its high cost. Today, only a few examples remain, with one fetching $390,000 at a US auction in March 2023. Manufactured by the Peel Engineering Company on the Isle of Man, the P50, a three-wheeled vehicle, was available in red, white, or blue colors. Originally produced from 1962 to 1965 with around 50 units made, It was equipped with a 49cc DKW single-cylinder engine generating 4.2 horsepower and capable of reaching a top speed of 37 miles per hour, albeit without a reverse gear. In 2011, a revival of the P50 introduced a petrol version featuring a 49cc Honda moped engine, producing 4.8 horsepower through a CVT transmission, albeit with a reduced top speed of 28 miles per hour. Additionally, an electric variant with slightly lower power and a 20-mile range was also introduced. Despite its limited range, the compact size of the P50 likely mitigates range concerns. Priced around £15,000, these vehicles have been exported globally, with notable buyers including the renowned Rainbow Shake car collector based in Abu Dhabi. American sports car company post-World War II, Tasco's inaugural creation, introduced in 1948, resembled an aircraft sans wings, presenting an unconventional appearance that remains distinctive even today. Propelled by a customized flathead Ford V8 engine for enhanced performance, the car stood out with its unique T-top roof design. Despite being a one-of-a-kind model due to production costs, the T-top roof concept garnered widespread attention in the automotive design community. The manufacturer secured a patent for the design in 1951, leading to a legal battle against GM, following the release of a Corvette featuring a similar roof design in 1968. Victory in the lawsuit resulted in the incorporation of the T-top roof idea in subsequent vehicles such as the Chevy Monte Carlo, Nissan 280 ZX, and Toyota M Mark II, among others. During an era marked by boundary-pushing innovation in the realm of supercars, the Yamaha OX9911 emerged as one of the rarest and most exotic vehicles. Drawing heavily from Formula One technology, it featured a central seating position for the driver, distinguishing it from the McLaren F1, which followed with a different passenger arrangement, placing the passenger directly behind the driver. This unconventional design contributed to the OX9911's distinctive appearance, yet any initial peculiarity was swiftly overshadowed by the remarkable performance of its 400 bhp, 3.5-litre V12 engine. The engine's sensational sound closely resembled that of a Formula One motor, a fitting attribute, considering Yamaha's involvement in Formula One racing during that period. However, despite its engineering prowess, only 3 OX9911s were ever manufactured, as Yamaha recognized the impracticality of mass production for such a specialized vehicle. Introducing a tandem-seater car is a notable strategy to attract attention. Yet Toyota took it a step further with its iRoad, showcased at the 2013 Geneva Motor Show. Beyond its 1+1 seating arrangement, the iRoad boasted an incredibly narrow width of just 90 centimeters, akin to most motorcycles. This slim profile aimed to enhance the car's maneuverability in city settings, complemented by leaning suspension, akin to that of a motorcycle to bolster stability. Internally, the cabin accommodated 2 passengers comfortably while ensuring a quiet ride, thanks to its electric powertrain, providing a range of up to 30 miles on a single charge. Toyota's initiative included deploying the iRoad for use by residents of Grenoble, France, as part of a vehicle-sharing experiment. The iRoad formed a crucial component of a larger fleet of 70 electric vehicles, utilized throughout the 3-year study period. Crafted by the Brian Thwaites Company of Sussex, during the years 1972 to 1974, these vehicles were commissioned by the South African orange producer Outspan, for promoting its fruits across Europe. Remarkably, the company remains operational today, and records indicate the existence of at least 3 surviving oranges, one of which remains in possession of Outspan. The base of these vehicles is a Mini, a choice made due to its mechanical layout, which facilitated the adaptation of the bodywork for this unique promotional endeavor. After World War II, Fiat's leadership recognized the importance of a small, cost-effective car for the future. Chief Technical Designer Dante Giacosa embarked on Project 100 to replace the 500 Topolino. Extensive development and testing led to a design that could accommodate 4 passengers with minimal sheet metal, paired with a straightforward and dependable 4-cylinder engine, placed at the rear for cost efficiency. The outcome, the Fiat 600, became a significant success story of the 20th century, boasting a production run of around 2.7 million units.
The Limo-Jet car, a luxurious vehicle, was created by transforming a private jet into a car, capable of accommodating 18 people simultaneously. Originally, this 42-foot-long Limo-Jet was a regional aircraft made by the Leyat Company. However, the designer envisioned something distinct and a bit more down to earth. After 2 years of extensive research and development, along with 40,000 man-hours of effort, Chicago-based Exotic Coach brought this vision to life. The creation of the Limo-Jet cost over $1 million, resulting in a truly unique vehicle with a fully customized design that turned a former plane into a mobile club experience. The Carpool, fashioned from a 1969 Cadillac DeVille, holds the title as the fastest mobile hot tub globally. Conceived by two engineering friends, hailing from McMaster University in Canada, this innovative creation began with an $800 investment in the vehicle, followed by years of meticulous renovation. They ingeniously designed a completely waterproof interior to prevent any water from seeping into the car's electronics. Additionally, they implemented a watertight steering system and utilized the car's original V8 engine to maintain the water temperature at a cozy 102 degrees Fahrenheit, complemented by a marine throttle mechanism to keep the engine operational. Remarkably, this fully operational vehicle carries approximately 5,000 pounds of water in its pool. With its unique features and eye-catching design, this hot tub on wheels never fails to attract attention wherever it travels. If you've ever fantasized about driving a car underwater, then the Rinspeed Squba is a must-have. Developed by the Swiss company Rinspeed, it holds the distinction of being the world's first car that can operate both on land and underwater. This groundbreaking concept was inspired by the 1977 James Bond film, The Spy Who Loved Me, and originated from the vision of Rinspeed's founder and CEO. The Squba is an all-electric vehicle boasting 0 emissions and powered by 3 electric motors, 1 for land driving and 2 for underwater propulsion. On land, the Scuba can reach speeds of up to 120 km per hour, while on the water surface, it can travel at 6 km per hour, and underwater, it can move at 3 km per hour. The sofa car resembles more of a mobile living room than a conventional vehicle, and it's the brainchild of a British expatriate living in China. Remarkably, the sofa car holds full road legality in China, making it a unique piece of furniture that can legally traverse roads at speeds reaching up to 140 km per hour. This unconventional vehicle features a pizza serving as a steering wheel, a can of beer serving as a handbrake, a candy bar serving as a gear selector, and an alarm clock mounted on the coffee table to monitor speed. Despite its unconventional appearance, this 4-wheeled sofa with its pizza-themed steering wheel is fully roadworthy. The banana car stands out as a vehicle designed primarily to capture people's attention. According to its creator, it holds the title of the world's first 4-wheel drive banana. Residing in Michigan, USA, embarked on the construction of this extraordinary big banana car, using a 1993 Ford F-150 pickup truck as the base. The process spanned from 2009 to 2011, resulting in the completion of the world's longest banana car. Measuring 22 feet, 10.5 inches in length and 10 feet 2 inches in height, it features 3 passenger seats arranged in a line behind the driver's seat. The banana car can achieve a top speed of 85 miles per hour, or 136.79 kilometers per hour. The Hum Rider could be likened to the Optimus Prime of the automotive realm, due to its impressive transformation with just the push of a button. This SUV is equipped with customized hydraulics that raise the car 5 feet into the air, providing ample clearance to navigate through traffic by elevating above other vehicles. Witnessing the Jeep lift itself over traffic resembles a scene from a superhero movie. Attached to the bottom of the Jeep are 4 cameras, enabling the driver to visualize the vehicle's surroundings. Unfortunately, the manufacturers of the Hum Rider currently do not have immediate plans for mass production. Nevertheless, for individuals with limited time to spare, this vehicle stands as the ultimate solution. The Sea Lion, an exceptional and swift vehicle, capable of seamlessly transitioning from land to water, transforming into a speedboat within seconds. The Sea Lion project was meticulously designed from scratch, with the aim of claiming the title of the world's fastest amphibious car. Crafted using TIG-welded aluminum and CNC milled parts, its construction reflects precision and durability. Propelled by a 174 horsepower Mazda 13B rotary engine, this amphibious marvel can achieve remarkable speeds of up to 180 miles per hour on land. Such exceptional performance on both terrains underscores its versatility and engineering excellence. The Sea Lion offers stability and ease of control whether cruising on water or navigating on land, making it a standout vehicle in both domains. The Aston Mini Moke, reminiscent of a US Army Jeep, debuted in 1964 for the British Army, but was rejected due to low ground clearance. A front-wheel drive version was sold in England, Portugal, and Australia. The doorless, hard-topless Moke, marketed for recreation and farm use, had limited utility and appeal, selling only 10% of its 14,500 production domestically. Production ceased after 4 years, but later versions with improved features gained popularity. Today's electric Moke, starting at nearly $21,000, offers enhanced comfort and ground clearance, evolving from its humble beginnings as a quirky off-road vehicle. The Gremlins ad claimed, "If you can afford a car, you can afford to Gremlins. But why buy even one?" Rush to outpace rivals. It was essentially an AMC Hornet minus its rear. Result, a strangely shaped, poorly named subcompact with enduring notoriety. Introduced on April 1st, the Gremlin came in 2 and 4 passenger variants. In the 2-door model, cargo access was through the rear window. The 4-door had a fixed window, leaving little room after adding seats. Despite sales even by Bill Clinton and George W. Bush, it faced widespread ridicule and mechanical disdain. In 1999, amid President Clinton's impeachment and Napster's debut, the Fiat Multipla emerged alongside the infamous Pontiac Aztek. Never in the US, it sported a rows of 3 boxy seats and ample cargo space. Often likened to a muffin top, its quirky design featured scattered headlights, lending it an insect-like look. Despite its expansive windows and dual glove boxes, it drew attention, not always positive. Discontinued in 2003, its departure likely surprised few given its divisive appearance, rivaling even the Aztek's notoriety. Spotting the hot dog car is a thrill, especially for kids. The first WienerMobile appeared in 1936 as a marketing gimmick by Meyer, and today there are 6 on the roads. Meyer paused its fleet in 2020 due to the pandemic, but has since resumed operations. Imagine driving a 27-foot hot dog. Each WienerMobile starts as an Isuzu NP truck with a Chevy L96 6-litre V8 engine, featuring 6 ketchup and mustard-coloured seats. While it doesn't come with hot dogs, you might score a plush wiener or a wiener whistle. You can even request a visit from the WienerMobile on Meyer's website. The Aston Martin Cygnet, made from 2011 to 2013, met EU fuel regulations. Weighing 2,200 pounds and based on the Cyan IQ, it's a compact city car. Despite Aston Martin's high price range, the Cygnet sold for about $50,000, featuring unique lights and the brand's grille. Powered by a 1.3-litre 4-cylinder with 97 horsepower, it hits 106 miles per hour. Aston Martin aimed for 4,000 sales, but sold only 300 globally, making it a collector's item under $100,000. The Cygnet's creation for fuel efficiency contrasts sharply. With Aston Martin's usual 6-figure offerings, yet it holds appeal for budget-conscious enthusiasts. The iconic Delorean DMC-12, known for a Back to the Future, was styled by Giorgetto Giugiaro, maintaining a modern look 40 years on. John DeLorean, AGM executive, delivered the first models in 1981, aiming for uniqueness but facing legal issues. About 9,000 were made before the company folded in 1982. The DMC-12, famous for hitting 88 miles per hour for time travel in the movie, used a 2.8-litre V6. A 2021 revival was planned with modern updates, showcasing new engine tech and amenities. The DeLorean's enduring allure lies in its fusion of timeless design and cinematic nostalgia. Priced like a supercar at $2.2 million, the Coleman King SUV resembles an F-117 stealth fighter, boasting a luxurious interior. Produced in Italy by a Chinese company, it's based on an F550 truck chassis with a 6.8-litre V10 engine, weighing nearly 5 tons. Inside, it fronts a 45-inch flat panel display, a Sony PS4, lavish reclining seats, a built-in coffee maker, and more. For enthusiasts, the steep price seems reasonable for a taste of sci-fi extravagance. The Coleman King's blend of stealthy aesthetics and opulent features offers a cinematic driving experience unlike any other. In the late 1970s, Subaru faced high tariffs, bringing compact trucks to the US. To skirt this, they added rear seats to the 1978 Subaru Brat pickup, labeling it a passenger vehicle. Despite being impractical and unsafe, it fooled regulators. Brat meant bi-drive recreational all-terrain transporter, highlighting its four-wheel drive system. Sold in America from 1978 to 1987. Even Ronald Reagan owned one, albeit discreetly. In 2003, Subaru reintroduced a more refined Brat as the Baja, derived from the legacy wagon. Lasting 4 years, it earned the nickname Outbrat for its similarity to the Outback. The 1973 Volkswagen Thing traces back to a Jeep-like utility vehicle from 1960s Europe, akin to the German Kuba wagon. Dubbed the Type 181, it was produced from 1969 to 1980, arriving in the US as the Volkswagen Thing in 1973 to 74. As basic as VW offered, the convertible Thing boasted good ground clearance, an auto-locking rear differential and minimal safety features like seat belts. With a 55 horsepower engine, it mirrored today's Jeep Wrangler with a foldable windshield. Unlike its military counterpart, the Thing came in vivid hues like pumpkin orange and sunshine yellow, adding a playful touch to its rugged demeanor. Delve into automotive history's quirks with Henry Ford's eccentric Model T. Imagine no front brakes, shock absorbers, or even a driver's door. Ford's minimalist approach was as bold as his refusal to adopt the electric starter, only until the year 1919. And who knew, the Model T's 3-pedal setup had the accelerator on the steering column. Despite its quirks, Ford stuck with the Model T for nearly 2 decades, before succumbing to the calls for change with the updated Model A. Ever thought 8 wheels could outshine 4? Meet Milton Reeves, the mind behind an audacious experiment to smoothen rough roads using an 8-wheeled marvel based on a 1910 Overland. This monstrous 20-foot-long creation carried just 4 souls and sported a jaw-dropping $3,200 price tag, over $90,000 in today's money. Reeves even ventured into a 6-axle beauty, named the Sexto Auto, but alas, fame eluded these engineering marvels. Today, OctoAutos and Sexto Autos are mere legends, perhaps because finding parking for such legends would be quite the challenge. (1914) Anderson Detroit Electric Model 90. Over the past decade, electric vehicles have surged in popularity, with US sales hitting over 1 million in 2023. This resurgence mirrors a century-old trend where the Detroit electric cars ruled the roads as the Teslas of their time. These luxurious and innovative vehicles, favored by icons like Thomas Edison, offered quiet, comfortable rides amidst the noisy, smelly motoring era. Today, EVs continue to evolve, offering improved range, faster charging, and affordability, revolutionizing transportation once again. 1953 Iso Isetta. Meet the quirky creation of Iso, an Italian refrigerator giant venturing into car design with a door for a front end. Originally a 3-wheeler, the Isetta wobbled comically until Iso innovated a narrow-track rear axle, sparking its legacy. As Italians stuck to fridge-free zones, Iso's design was adopted by BMW, transforming into the iconic BMW Isetta, the darling of microcars, and definitely one of the auto world's oddest delights. The DS, famous for its unique appearance and self-leveling suspension, often surprises with its intricacy, a quintessentially French trait. Its hydrop pneumatic suspension not only handles the ride, but also operates the steering, semi-automatic transmission, clutch, and brakes. These systems are interconnected for a smoother drive. However, this complexity can lead to frequent breakdowns, a trait more akin to British cars. Seasoned DS drivers can sense trouble when steering becomes heavy or transmission lags, indicating an impending brake failure. Citroën employed this unusual hydrop pneumatic system in different models until 2017.
From the land of the rising sun come the wonder cars. The Subaru 360 mini sedan spells out economy in a car that's fun to own and fun to drive.
1968 Subaru 360. While it might be unfair to label the Subaru 360 as weird, given its presence among Japan's microcars, when Malcolm Bricklin brought it to the US, it stood out as one of the oddest and riskiest vehicles. A 10-foot-long, 900-pound bubble on wheels, navigating alongside hefty Detroit cars. Its 23 HP two-stroke engine reduced smoke and noise, but little power, making driving it in New Jersey a terrifying experience. The Subaru 360 was famously criticized as unacceptably hazardous, prompting relief upon exiting. It's perplexing to imagine why anyone would choose such a car, but Subaru thankfully redeemed itself with better models soon after. The Bond Bug is often seen as the pinnacle of British three-wheelers. Akin to how Stakey Botry's is seen at the best of toxic molds. Manufactured by Reliant, the same company responsible for the Robin, which is featured on our ugliest cars of the 1970s list. The Bond Bug utilized a 31 HP engine, which was later upgraded to 32 horsepower, proved sufficient for its lightweight build. With no doors, accessing its seats required tilting the entire greenhouse forward, yet driving enthusiasts find it enjoyable, despite the inherent instability of its three-wheel design. Had it been priced more competitively against the four-wheel Mini, the Bond Bug might have found greater success. Though cherished by its remaining owners, it remains an eccentric English anomaly, unlikely to be replicated. Malcolm Bricklin's ambition, besides his less favourable decisions, as seen with the Subaru 360, was to craft an efficient sports car. His unconventional creation bore a striking resemblance to the fiberglass C3 Corvette. However, safety features like the cage and 10 mph bumpers increased its weight significantly, necessitating a large AMC V8 engine, earning it the name Safety Vehicle 1. Bricklin, aware of smoking's hazards, omitted a lighter and ashtray, an unusual move in 1975. The plastic panels suffered from poor fit, especially in Canadian cold, complicating assembly, while the power-operated gull-wing doors sometimes trapped occupants. Despite these flaws, the handling initially rivaled a contemporary Corvette, until suspension changes accommodated a Ford 351 V8 in 1975. Bricklin's venture folded a year later, but he remerged in the 1980s with the Yugo import.
The 1956 Viberti Golden Dolphin was a visionary plastic bus prototype from Turin, Italy. Named for its golden yellow paint and dolphin-like shape, it featured a tail fin for stability. Powered by a revolutionary gas turbine engine, it could cruise at 125 miles per hour or 200 kilometers per hour. Designed for comfort, it offered versions with 18 or 32 seats, huge panoramic windows, and modern amenities like a toilet, kitchen, and radio system. Despite its innovative design and impressive features, the Golden Dolphin never went into production, as consumers were wary of its capabilities and the challenges of implementing its groundbreaking technology. Nevertheless, it remains an enduring symbol of transportation innovation and the boundless creativity that fuels progress in this field. Not all good things are attractive or successful. Before safety vehicles were common, a Pennsylvania priest, Father Alfred Giuliano, designed what he believed was the safest car in the world. The Aurora concept, also known as the Aurora Safety Car, was an intriguing piece of American automotive history. Despite its title as the world's safest car, Aurora was notoriously ugly. Built using a 1953 Buick chassis, it featured a wooden frame, fiberglass body, shatterproof windows, and a removable roof. Safety innovations included seat belts, a roll cage, shock-absorbing bumpers, and crumple zones. However, Aurora's debut in 1957 was a disaster. The car broke down repeatedly en route to its unveiling. The media ridiculed Giuliano, overshadowing the car's groundbreaking safety features. With no orders placed, the project bankrupted Giuliano, who faced accusations of misappropriating church funds. Spain might not be the first place you'd think of when it comes to supercars. But the Tramontana R is an exception with its impressive race car-inspired performance and unique appearance. This car weighs about 2,800 pounds and is made almost entirely of carbon fiber, making it incredibly fast. Its twin-turbo Mercedes V8 engine generates 720 horsepower, enabling the Tramontana R to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. And it offers excellent handling. Visually, the car is a peculiar blend of a Formula One racer, an alien spaceship, and an insect. Pana's is a relatively unknown, low-volume sports car manufacturer from the USA, known for producing high-performance race cars and uniquely eccentric road-going sports cars. Among their creations is the Abruzzi, which might just be the ugliest performance car ever made. Introduced in 2010, the Abruzzi was inspired by the spirit of Le Mans and planned for a limited production run of 81 units, one for each year the 24 hours of Le Mans had been held. Aerodynamically optimized and designed as a race car suitable for the road, the Abruzzi boasts a 640 horsepower V8 engine, making it impressively fast. However, its wide-mouth, alien-like appearance is notably unattractive, although it looks somewhat better in its race car form, even if it still falls short of being considered beautiful. Famously, known for its quirky appearance, the Messerschmitt captivated thousands across Europe. This bubble-shaped, three-wheeled car, popular in the late 1950s and early 1960s, came in models like the KR175 and KR200. Approximately 40,000 units were sold from 1956 to 1964. Initially an aircraft manufacturer, Messerschmitt shifted to microcars after World War II. The bubble car, inspired by Fritz Fenn's three-wheeled Fenn Flitzer, featured an aircraft-like design with a canopy top and tandem seating. Despite its brief production run, the Messerschmitt bubble car established a unique niche in the automotive industry, charming enthusiasts even today.
If you happen to see this trim little buggy zoom up and quickly swing into a tight parking spot, you'll be looking at a remarkable new car, the Davis three-wheeler. With four seated comfortably, it takes off.
Glenn Gordon Gary Davis was an industrial designer who bought a small three-wheeled race car after World War II, thinking it could be a practical economy car. This likely became the first Davis prototype. The Davis Divan, inspired by aircraft technology, had 16 running vehicles built, 2 prototypes, 11 divans, and 3 military jeeps. At 15 feet long, it was large for a three-wheeler, seating for people side by side on a single bench. Despite selling franchises nationwide, production never began, leading to the demise of Davis Motor Car Company. Due to financial irregularities, the prototype cars were given to creditors.
Farewell, boy.
Goodbye, Father.
Don't be too lonely.
I'm sorry.
Well, better go in.
Where's inside?
Tell your mother, my boy. Tell your mother.
The Phantom Corsair, introduced in 1938, one of the weirdest automotive designs ever made. Designed by Rust Hines of the famous condiment family, it envisioned an American supercar. The car was meant for a limited run, priced at $15,000, but this was problematic due to the Great Depression. The prototype, a two-door sedan seating 6, featured a sleek, aerodynamic shape and advanced technology, including electric push-button doors, safety glass, and a sophisticated instrument panel. This project cost $24,000. Heinz's parents initially disapproved, but his aunt funded it. Unfortunately, Heinz's death in 1939 ended the project. The Corsair appeared in the 1938 film The Young in Heart, and now resides in the National Automobile Museum in Reno, Nevada, as a testament to its futuristic design and historical significance. In 1951, General Motors revolutionized the concept car with Holly Earl's Les Sabre. Built on a Buick chassis, this two-door convertible featured an aluminum body only 914 millimeters high, blending jet fighter elements with traditional automotive design. Named after the F-86 Sabre jet, it had a jet-engine-inspired front air intake and a stylized rear outlet duct. Its tail fins housed dual fuel tanks for its experimental V8 engine. The car boasted a wraparound windscreen, aircraft-like instrumentation, and electric motors for seat adjustment and roof operation. Debuted in 1949, the Les Sabre was a star at the 1953 Motorama and was used by Earl and loaned to General Eisenhower. The name Pininfarina is synonymous with luxurious Italian sports cars, such as the Maserati Gran Turismo, Alfa Romeo Spider, and iconic Ferraris like the 365 GTB4, Enzo, F40, and Testarossa. The Pininfarina X, however, stands out as one of the weirdest, most unique, and aerodynamic cars ever. This compact four-seater features a diamond-shaped wheel arrangement with a drag coefficient of 0.23. The cruciform design includes a front steering wheel, a rear driving wheel, and two outrigger wheels behind the doors. Powered by a rear-mounted 1089cc Fiat engine producing 43 horsepower. The Pininfarina X showcases innovative design and engineering, stabilized by prominent rear fins.